How's it going? This is another episode of This Is My Story. This is Brother Zaki. This is his third time with us, and he's gonna be, continuing on the topic of prison.
Yes,
So,
yes.
welcome, brother.
Thank you, Brother Trez. Uh, Good evening, everybody. This is another part of the institutional things that I'm talking about the mental illness of of the brothers that's inside the system that's been in for a long time, and there's a mental illness going on that's trickling back out here to society when they get out. So I'm working on trying to talk to some of the brothers and to understand the relationship between being out here in society and being locked up for so long. The mental illness that's going on is a balance. It's a balance that's affecting their mind setting, and their mind setting is being around other people, communicating with other people, uh, to being able to feel like that you're welcome back into society. Um, as far as myself, God's given me a second chance at moving forward in life and to helping me with my mental illness. I've been out 20 years now, but I still have uh, things that I thought been thinking about that happens inside the institution to others. For me, at the age of 64, I'm feeling myself of being very, very, very confident and trying to reach out and help the brothers that's working on their mental illness right now. For being, whenever you've been locked up for so long, you're off balance. You have an illness that's going on. For me to be able to come and sit here at a church and talk with the brothers and talk with the people in the congregation here, that's a plus for me. And it's a eye opening for me. Um, I praise God for being able to be amongst the brothers at the mosque here on 23rd. I praise God for being able to just coming back to my senses. As far as me, as working on my mental illness, uh, there's a way out, and there's a uplifting from God to can help you.
So I just got a text message of something that just came in. I was supposed to do a story out in Bowley uh on Monday, but my reporter he just texted me this. He said, "Hey Cortez, it's Shaw. It's just before 3 on Sunday. Just for your information, not even 10 minutes after you called me, I got a call from DOC and we can't do the story tomorrow. They got to cancel because they had a prison guard die last night at the prison. There was a freak accident, so listen, just hang tight. We'll see you at 8:30 in the morning." What's your reaction to everyday life in prison, not only for the inmates, but for the guards?
It's it's what you call the prison. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Even when y'all go in there, it's dangerous, bro. I'm serious. So uh, you all are going in to learn or talk about the trade trade school that they are trying to get together and going on there, which is a good deal. And a lot of brothers are looking forward for that and for the information too to build up off of, right? But as I'm sitting here talking to you, it's it's really uh, a sticky situation right now. As I'm talking to you, we don't know that people are hiding under bunks. People are hiding places. People are digging up knives. People are stuff is going on as I'm talking to you right now. But that's just the life aside of the institution that's going on. We have what you call uh, Joseph Park. Joseph Park is a one of the institutions there. They got what you call Fantasy Island. It's Fantasy Island is a place where the mental illness people be at, mental people be at, right? And it's called Fantasy Island. Crabtree and Helena. That's where they send the older generation right now too, to where they could be not seen or heard about no more. So this is a big story that's going on right now, brothers. And it needs to be not only addressed, but it needs to be some help to the brothers that's been in for so long. They need help right now.
Not only help, but medicine. That is, it seemed like it should be there to help, but it's also a part of the problem.
Yes.
So tell me about the medicine. That the prisons.
Back in the days when I was there, guys was going to take to the psychologist and go to the doctor to get medicine to be able to get out of work, to play with it. And now it's got to where it's so much in their system now they can't function too good right now. Even though they want to go and learn a trade, they not can't functioning too good right now. I'm not saying the younger cats now. I'm not saying I'm talking about the generation, my generation, the older generation now. They've been affected by the Thorazine. They call it Thorazine. They've been affected by that Kool-Aid that they be serving inside the institutions causing cancer. The brothers that's out here with me now, every one of them got cancer. That was in there with me, they got cancer. My two brothers passed away with cancer inside the institution. The pastor, his father passed away with cancer. So there's a big issue, a problem going on right now. And I'm sitting there talking about mental illness. I thank God for me being able to reach this status that I'm in right now. And I appreciate you all being able to sit down and listen to uh, what I'm saying. And for me being able to vent, not only vent, but to say things to where maybe I can help somebody. God helped me and gave me another chance. And I've been out of 20 years now.
So it seemed like before, we was blind about the medicine. So what are you telling the fellow brothers that are locked up, right now about the medicine?
Stop it. Please stop it, brothers. Stop it. Watch that drinking of that Kool-Aid. Watch that stuff. They put what you call saltpeter in our food back in the days. So they put stuff in the food. Watch it, brothers. I know you don't have money to go to the commissary and to get stuff off the commissary all the time. But pay attention what's going on inside the institution about the medicine and what's going on.
So just give a list of things that could help these guys, like in prison. If you don't, if you have money for a commissary, like what are ways that you can help to where you don't have to depend on them for medicine, Kool-Aid? Just give us a list of, things that could help.
Well, it's not a long list. It's, it's just a short list because this is what they want you to do. They want you to drink this stuff. They want you to take this medication, right? If you got money on your books to where you can buy stuff every day, then that's hurting you too. Because I didn't know that Roman noodle soup caused me to have high blood pressure out the ceiling. I didn't know that. You know, I've eating it and making spreads and everything else, right? Blood pressure is out of this world right now. I mean, it's under control now. I'm out here in the free world, and it's under control now. Thank God for that. But the list, it's just a short list, bro, because you're inside the institution, man. You got to eat what they serve you, buy what they give you off the commissary, then you have to pay attention to that.
Options are limited.
Options are limited.
How do brothers have problems, with their mental illnesses in prison? Like what are ways that, you can have like mental issues in prison? What's
Well,
the cause of it?
as far as inside the institution, you're way off balance anyway because you don't have your female counterpart. That's got a lot to do with the pressure that's being put on you while you're there. You don't want to be called weak. You don't want to be called a sissy. You don't want to be called none of that. But the brothers that's inside there, the illness that's going on with them right now is that they don't have the female companionship that God created us to have. They're trying to deal with it the best way they can. But I'm not saying everybody. But the majority of the guys that have been in the institution with me 20, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, they have a issue going on right now. Don't like to be around crowds of people. I mean, we're not wanting to hang out with older guys now. We're older fellas. We're not wanting to hang out with nobody. We don't do no hanging out. But just being able to be around somebody in a store, be around people in a movie, it's a big problem. It's a mental illness going on there. You know, I'm getting to the point to where I'm feeling more not I'm not comfortable, but I'm feeling more back to myself again. You know.
So this doesn't only affect you in prison. So we can only imagine like the guys in prison. This still affects you after you guys are released.
Yes, sir. It does. It really does. And because you're not knowing that people out here are not the enemy. They're not out here trying to hurt you, or you got to watch your back and stuff like that. Like inside the institution, the rules and regulations in there, right? So you have to go by those rules and regulations that's in there and dealing with that type of stuff. The institution is not rehabilitating nobody. I'm gonna need to say that one more time. The institution is not rehabilitating nobody. They're making more people uh, uh, mad, angry, upset because there's so much stuff that's going on in there that out here you don't have to go through all that.
What are ways that we can help not only the ones that are released, but the ones that are in prison, with their mental health?
Well, but I spoke before about leading by an example. Uh, I'm an example, and God willing, I'm continuing to be an example. Leading by an example is what the brothers my age, the brothers that's still in there, are looking forward to because the youth is overruling the institution now. The elderly guys, they are laid back because they're trying to get home. So for us to be able to lead by an example, that's where we're at right now. Inside the institution, outside of the institution. Humbling yourself, uh, it's taking that pride off your shoulder. You can't do that while you're in an institution. You have to keep your guards up. Humbling yourself is you having peace and finding peace within yourself. Changing the condition within yourself. This is what Allah says to people in society and people in the world. He said that he won't change the condition of the people until they learn how to change the condition within themselves. In ourselves is a condition that's going on that we have to understand that needs to be rectified with.
What are another ways that you can help the guys that's in the institution? Like having trades, giving yourself something to do. Like what are ways in prison that you can probably help yourself? With your mental health.
Well, studying is like reading, studying and reading, learning how to read, going to school, going to trade school, learning a trade. You know, learning a trade will get you farther when you get out here than getting a job while you're in there. Picking up knowledge about uh, about things that you learn in a trade while you're in there. When you do come out, you'll be able to have a good job, a nice job to look forward to. Uh, but while still talking about the mental illness part, that's another part that needs to be worked on when you do get a trade. You still got to work on that.
It don't get easier, like when you are released. It don't seem like, because you guys are not set up, properly, to have the tools to succeed. So like what are some ways that these guys that are getting released, could use their trade, be prepared for when they are released? What are some ways that they can get prepared?
Getting with someone that's been out here in the free world and been out here paying bills. When you start paying bills and finding out that uh, you're not in the institution, you're not paying anything, or phone bill, gas bill, whatever, but getting with somebody out here that's been paying bills and understanding that this is real life out here, paying rent, paying bills, paying insurance, all this stuff comes about. So when the brothers inside the institution, there should be a school right now working with them on knowing how to do these things, right? Fast money is not the deal no more. It never had been the deal, but it's not the deal no more. Knowledge is the deal right now. The more knowledge you pick up while you're still in there with a trade, reading, education, that's the key about being back out here in society.
All right. So since we're on the topic of mental health and mental illness, could you give us an example of, someone, whether it's yourself or one of your friends that got out of prison with, bad mental health?
Well, a mental illness because we still suffer from that. While we've been us as a group that's been out, we still suffer from that of how to balance out my manhood, our gung ho-ness, out here with the female. Uh, Not understanding that, a female, there's so many degrees of emotions than anything. So for us to be out here with a female, we're not really, uh, how can I say it, relaxed enough to be able to take on a little of this, a little of that. A couple of my brothers just going through that right now as I speak. Um, and called me, and I went and picked one of them up the other day, and he blood all on his hands and on his clothes. And I was asking what was going on, and he didn't want to get into too many deep details, but he was explaining that he's not able to cope with what his wife is doing, saying or doing or whatever that she's doing to him or saying to him. He's not able to cope with that. And I kind of talked with him, and I sent him to my brother Omar and let him talk with him, and for them to understand that we still off balance mentally. We all still off balance. But when we get with our companion, the female, God created her for me and created me for her. Her for me and me for her. Created us both for each other. So that gives us a balance right there. And for us to be able to understand that we have to throw and humble ourselves and throw our little pride aside. If you see they take the trash out, take it out, bro. Wash the dishes, bro. That's not no big thing from where you come from where I come from. Well, somebody's beating you with a stick and telling you to do this, or sending somebody in your cell to do something detrimental to you, then to take the trash out or to go pay a bill over here or something. Nah, nah. No. So I'm dealing with the brother right now, talking with him and easing him down, slowing him down to where he can understand that nobody's out here is after him. That female, she's just being her. And we have to humble ourselves. We have to humble ourselves. We're not no punks. We're not uh, no cowards and nothing like that. We're just humbling ourselves, and that's what God wants us to do.
A lot of these are after fact effects of just prison.
Yes, yes, it's that after effects of being locked up, being around men all the time, gung ho men, and we have to keep our guards up. We have to, show that we the boss. I'm a professional fighter. I've been one all for a long time. So I'm not here to beat no woman. I'm not here to be beating on no guy either. But I'm just saying, I'm not here to be putting my hands on my woman. I'm not going to do it. And I understand that I'm still working, and God's still working with me, with my my mental illness, and my health too.
So when men get out of jail or out of prison, it's just like a lot of pride that you got to have while you inside of prison that you don't have to have on the outside.
Exactly, exactly. I'm not saying not watch with your surroundings and nothing like that, but to just humble yourself, brothers. You out here now to be able to smile with people. I'm hoping that I'm able to smile. I'm trying to smile now, but I'm feeling good till I can smile and I can go to a movie with my people, go bowling with my people, go out and eat with my people, and don't have to be caged up in a room by myself all the time. A lot of brothers are still like that. You know, that mental illness that they have is one room. If you stay in a house, one room. If you stay in an apartment, one room. It's not like that out here in the world. You know?
How important is it to find good company of like great friends when you get out of prison and surround yourself with good people? How important does that help your mental health?
Well, it's very important, and you don't call it good friends. You don't call nobody your good friend out here in society. You don't do that. You- People have to warm up. You have to warm up to them. You have to see, so much uh, game, so much bull crap that's going on out here in the free world anyway. So you can't call nobody your friend right now. God is your friend. God is the sole provider. If we can ever get that implanted in our hearts and our souls, that's the medicine right there that we need to be taking.
Just give us like a summary of what we talked about today, and ways that we can help, make this better.
This is the first step that I'm doing now. I'm sitting here now with my counterpart, my friend, my real friend, my brother, uh, Shelby. We call him Mississippi. Everybody know who he is, Mississippi. And I'm sitting here with him now, and as he's sitting here looking at me talking up to the camera, he's always giving me that inspiration and inspire me. We've always been able to talk like brothers to one another, to be able to help each other with logic and knowledge to each other. And I appreciate him being here. So for us to be able to just continue on this mission that we are on, to be able to help others, I'm not gonna say the formula is you putting your faith in God. But God said that don't just put your faith in me, you got to put in work. You got to work to pay your bills. You got to work to pay your insurance. You got to work to pay your rent. But you keep me out front. God said, keep me out front all the time, and you will go and make it through whatever you've been going through.
Is there anything else you would like to add before we close out? This is my story, mental health.
Yes. I like to always say the love and the love and the joy that I feel about my daughter. Her name is Shantoria. And I'm able to be alive to see her. And then my fiance, Cornita. So, yeah, that'll be baby.
Thanks, brother Zaki. This is another episode of This Is My Story. And we're gonna keep you guys updated, and we're gonna keep trying to bring positivity to the world, and just continue to get our smile back,
Yes,
and continue to just help everybody that's in prison and when they get out of prison. So
yes.
this is another episode of This Is My Story, mental health,
Illness.
illness. So thank you guys.
All right, thank you. Oh, Sippy, man. Man. Jackson wrote a book some years ago. Man, I'm about to tear up, man, about my daughter, man. Man, I love her so much. Was killed man, glory, 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 glory. God first, keep God first, bro. Yeah. No one can come here and leave unaffected, right? Most of the trauma that this brother has gone through, I've suffered it too. We all have. And for him to be able to sit here and cope with the situation today in the way that he has, it's a miracle within itself. Because really, we're supposed to be really wild. I mean, because we live that kind of life for a long time. And I'm proud of you, bro. Yeah, yeah.